This is Elizabeth Ruffing from ruffings.com and thelittlehouseofcats.com. I am in the Little House of Cats right now, so if you see a cat go by, that's because this is where they spend a lot of their time, although right now they're enjoying a nice sunny day outside, so they're probably not going to come and be interested in what I'm doing. I thought I would do an unboxing. I rarely get a doll that is in its box. I usually pick up my dolls from Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist or anyone local I know of who is downsizing. So I usually just have thrifted dolls that I have to fix up. This is an Our Generation doll. It's Aubrie. I've been working on some patterns for doll clothes, and I really wanted an Anne of Green Gables outfit, and she has red hair and freckles, although she has blue eyes instead of green eyes. She was the closest I could find, and I hadn't seen one on Marketplace, so I got her because she was actually less expensive than buying a doll wig, which I could put on my American Girl dolls, which are also thrifted and always need hair. So I have quite a few dolls that I have for, $1.99 to $2.50 who really need new hair because they had haircuts. So we're going to see how she compares. I have several Our Generation dolls that I picked up that are thrifted. I found that they cleaned up really nicely and their hair held up really well. Some of them just had a rat's nest of hair, and just with some water sprayed on them and a wire wig brush, or the little Our Generation doll brush is made of little wire spokes. It worked really well and their hair untangled nicely. The ones I have are Willow and Nancy and Maria, and I guess it's Megan, although it's spelled Megan. Maybe it's Megan and it's just a fancy spelling. She has her own little dog. That's her dog with her. And these are some of our dolls. This is Meesha and May, her little Himalayan baby, her kitten. This is Ziggy. This right here is, I'm thinking, Chrissy. Chrissy has a little teddy bear. And this one is Francie. It's hard to remember everybody's name, and it's probably hard to see these because they're so little, so I think I'm just going to bring them a little closer. This little figurine. It's handmade and hand painted without any molds or anything. My mom did these. They're really cute. Put it a little closer. So normally we make our own dolls and figurines. Yeah. This is Francie. Francie's one of my favorites. She's so full cute with her little straw hat. I won't pick up Meesha because I'll probably drop her. This is Ziggy. He's a little tuxedo kitten. He's jointed. These buttons, I made him. I'm going to leave Meesha on the shelf because for sure I'll drop May out of her pocket. So we have them on our website if you would like to go see. It's ruffings.com or thelittlehouseofcats.com. I have both URLs pointing there. So I'm going to open up Aubrie. I've seen her before, not for a long time, so I can't quite remember, but I saw her in the store quite some time ago. She's not available in the store at the moment, so I mail ordered her. So I hope I can do this without my glasses on because I'm not very capable of seeing without them. I need to go to an optometrist and get some that actually are for me. I'm going to put my glasses on so I can see her because I do want to see her. Can't see the video though with the glasses on. She's upside down in a box. Get her out of here. Okay, oh, isn't she cute? Oh, she's cute. I'm going to put my box down. Okay, I'm taking these off because I simply cannot see where I'm pointing this. This is the back of her box. It has a picture of her and some information about her. And here she is. I love her freckles. They're so cute. She's really sweet. I'm going to take her out of the box. I will put my glasses back on for her. I have never taken one of these out of a box, so bear with me. I'm not quite sure where the best point is to pull this out. I assume there's an insert. Okay. A little bit of a mess here. Slice this open a little bit so I can pull this out. Okay. This seems like something a parent would want to take apart instead of a kid. A kid, rather. It's a little tricky. Okay, there we go. Oh dear. Let's see, she has a little pamphlet that comes with her. A little pamphlet. And it says how to brush her hair. Use a wire brush and divide into small sections. Brush one section at a time. I would say, yes, mist the hair lightly with water from a spray bottle. And start at the bottom and work your way up. It seems to always work the best with any doll. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Got a little insert. Okay, so on the back it looks like there's a zip tie and at the top and the bottom, and tape over the zip tie, so I'm going to remove the tape. I'll let you see. See if I can see well enough to get this off of here. Be careful with it. I've seen these unboxed before online and it looked a little bit tricky. Cut that off. Okay. Cut these zip ties. Again, seems like something that a parent would want to do instead of a child. Alright, so plastic parts. Things in the box. Alright. I'm just gonna tape. I think she's already come loose. Better be careful I'm not sliding her around. Okay. I think she's loose. She has a little plastic to hold her feet in place. I'm not sure if she's attached somewhere. Feels like she is. Let's take a peek. Oh, okay. We've got some little plastics here. I'm gonna see if I can get them all from inside. I just have to be careful of these little plastic ties, especially in tulle, because it'll pull the little. I need a magnifying glass for that. Now see, that's something a little kid would be able to do better than I would. So you can see better. Okay. And this one. Try to keep those away from the kitties. Okay, let's make sure that she's free. There we go. Put that over there. Let me see her. Oh, she's really pretty. I always look to see, are the eyebrows symmetrical. It always drives me crazy when one's off to the side, but they are perfectly symmetrical. She's very sweet. At the price point that they make these, they're really good quality. I would say they're really good quality anyway. At any rate, I'm just making sure I didn't mess up the tool from the little plastic ties. Her hair is really pretty and soft. Very pretty color. I bet out in the sunshine it's even prettier. Looks like there's some short pieces in with the long pieces. That's kind of unusual. I didn't realize her hair was layered. I hope it wasn't trimmed or anything. I certainly didn't trim it. Well, we'll assume it's layered. And she's very pretty. She has her little ballerina outfit on. I'll put her up here. She's very pretty blue eyes, very pretty hair color. I'm trying to think of how I would describe the hair color, because when I looked online I really couldn't decide, oh, is it red, is it auburn? I want to say it, I just can't come up with a good descriptive word. It is a dark red. It's very vibrant. It doesn't really look like an unnatural red. It's a pretty red. It's a dark, rich red. Very pretty. And her eyes are very pretty too. They're very blue. They're not turquoise. I want to use paint terms, but I won't, because I don't want to confuse anyone. Her tutu is sort of a coral color, coral pink, and her little sweater is also coral with some little gradations of, I want to say, sort of a purpley gray tweed maybe. And then under that she has her little leotard, tips down in the back. Down in the back. And it looks like they have secured her tutu with a thread on the side. I'll pull that out. Just be careful not to knock anybody over. Secured on this side with a little thread as well. And I'm going to be really careful not to nip her leotard when you take those threads out. That's always better, I think, to use a pair of scissors with a dull end, not a pointy end. You always think you won't do something wrong, and then you never know. Okay, she looks like she's good at, what's that? Teeny little spot. Her sweater closes in the back with Velcro. It seems like Velcro is the standard for American Girl and Our Generation as well. I prefer snaps myself, just because Velcro gets into hair. I'm taking her little sweater off. Oh, isn't she sweet? Her coloring, they do such a nice job coordinating. Her shoes are kind of pink, they're not coral. Just a little odd. She doesn't have any tights. A little bit of stuff on there. And there she is in her leotard and her tutu. Put her closer. I don't know if that's showing up as coral as it is. It's coral. And she has a pretty bow in her hair. It has a little bit of black elastic in the back. And it's secured with those little plastic ties, and I'm never sure what to do about those. It looks like they go right into her head, and I've tried to pull them out before, but I didn't have much luck. So I think when I have a magnifying lamp, I will try to get those as close as I can to her scalp. I don't want to do it where I can't see as well, because for sure I will poke her in the wrong place. I'm still kind of concerned about this little short area. I'm going to leave her hair as it is for now. I may braid it when I decide to make a Green Gables outfit. I don't think she's one of the posable dolls, although she does have some articulation. Her legs and arms both bend, I think. Yeah, they do. I'm not quite sure how they're put together on the inside. I don't think that they're, I don't know for sure, but I don't think that they're strung like American Girls are, because it doesn't appear that there's anything that comes free. Although I couldn't swear to it, I don't really know. Their heads are attached kind of like an American Girl. It looks like there's it looks like a wire to me. A wire in a track where it attaches. I am not going to fool with that. Her head turns nicely. It goes from side to side. She's very pretty. And she's got a little bit of plastic holding on her ballet slippers. I'm going to show you those. They are pink. They don't quite match her outfit, but because there's a little bit of purpley gray in the sweater, I would say that it coordinates well enough. It kind of reads as a cooler pink and with the coral. So that's okay. Take a look at her little freckles. I like that they're all over her face, because that's how people are. They don't have them just on their cheeks usually. I think they look pretty. I think she's very pretty. Nice job. And the vinyl is nice, and it's firm, but it's not overly firm. And her body is nice and soft. I'm not going to take her outfit off right now. I'll do that later when I make her a new outfit. Anyway, that's Aubrie. Very nice. I wonder if she sits down. Let's see what happens. I never find them able to sit very well, but then neither do the American Girls, so definitely needs to lean against something in order to sit up. She would have to lean somewhere like that. Now the inside of her sweater is raw edged. It's not serged like American Girls are usually. So you have to be a little bit careful if you're going to wash them. I imagine you could put a little fray check on the seams if you wanted to. Or just be gentle with them if you have to wash them. And I haven't looked inside at the leotard, which I will do. Okay, also raw edge, we're not serged. But what would you expect with the price point being so much lower? And I don't think that there is any problem with that. They're nicely done on the outside, and knit fabrics usually don't fray, so I wouldn't worry about that too much. And tulle does not fray, so you don't need to serge that either. Or just be careful with the little sweater when you wash. Put her over here. She stands very nicely on her own. That's good. Well, now I have 5 Our Generation dolls. I find them very nice. I like them. I think they're nice. Just be a little careful with the sweater. Sweater's a little delicate, but pretty. Yeah. I would think a lot of little kids would like this with the ballerina outfit. It's very sweet. And it's a pretty shade of coral. It's not overly strong or anything. And the bow is pretty. Very nice. Say hello, girls and boys. Well, we didn't have a cat interrupt us, surprisingly. It's been raining here quite a bit, so I think they're happy to be outside. So, I'm going to go back to work working on some patterns. I would like to come out with some patterns and some clothing. I'm concentrating on 18-inch dolls right now, and I was working on 14 or 14.5-inch dolls as well. I have some American Girl and some Our Generation. I have one My Life doll. She's kind of in rough shape, and I think actually I have the older version of My Life also, by the Madame Alexander. So she's cute. They seem like they're a little slightly different proportions, so I'll be checking that out. I don't know if there are other dolls that people might want clothing or patterns for. I know they've had quite a few varieties of 18-inch dolls. I don't have the other ones. I have some vintage dolls that probably fit this size. One of the Tony dolls fits this size clothing. I have a couple of different in the 14-inch range. I have some Ruby Red Fashion Friends, Willy Wishers. I have a Hearts for Hearts doll, and I have Global Friends dolls. I have two of those. So I have a little bit of variety in there. I don't know, again, I guess there's Glitter Girls. I don't have one of those. So if anybody has a popular or a beloved doll in those size ranges that they might like to see clothing or patterns for, let me know. I am very slow at getting everything done, but I've been trying to get everything kind of, I guess I'm a perfectionist, so I like to fuss over things endlessly. So hopefully I'm gonna come out with something soon, I hope. I haven't decided yet if I'm starting with Anne of Green Gables or if I am starting with an Edwardian dress or a Swedish folk costume. We'll see. Those are the three that I'm kind of focused on right now, but I get distracted easily. I'm also looking at other patterns that other people have made, and some of them are really pretty, so I might try making some just to make some clothing in theirs. We'll see. If somebody has something they would really like to see, let me know. That would help me kind of pick a direction or a direction to go in first. Come on over and check out our website. You can see all the kitty pictures over on Instagram too. We have quite a few kitty cats that we have given sanctuary to. I used to feed them around town, but now I feed them here at home. They have their own cat fence and their own little house, which I'm in right now. I'm sure they'll all be back in here later because they will like to go to bed when it gets cooler, and they have their little cat beds around the room. I normally have a blanket here so they can nap there too, but I put the dolls here for today. I have to go put them away now. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I will be back with more hopefully soon. Thanks very much for watching. Bye bye.